Alright, what is up everyone? This is the Gaming Life here, and I'm going to bring you today another new video. And today we are going to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's been announced yesterday, I believe. And, I'm not doing this for the views, but when haven't I said that? But whatever. Actually, I want to take this opportunity to talk about Call of Duty in general, how I feel about it now, and I'll probably do a retrospective video on it some other time. But this is actually a good time to talk about Call of Duty, and a good time for me to make videos where I talk again, so it's been a while since I did that. So yeah, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, that's the new title of it. It was kind of weird, I believe this is the one being made by their third studio now. But at this point, I really don't care. And at first, when I heard the title, I thought it was some lost Game Boy Advance game. You know how a lot of Game Boy Advance games had the word Advance in it. I think F-Zero Advance, Mario Party Advance. It's like what Nintendo does with a lot of their consoles. Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. Or Nintendo DS. Every game had DS in it too, I believe. But no, it's a new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It seems like they're doing a trend now where it's not Modern Warfare anymore. It's more of a futuristic setting, which like they did with Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts, where it's in the future, but at the same time it really isn't. It's still like 10 years later from present day. So I feel like they're doing that now. Okay, so watching the trailer, because I always watch the trailers, and even with the other teaser trailers, I always thought they were cool. They always looked cool. And the first teaser trailer, like for Modern Warfare 3 or for Call of Duty Ghost, even they don't even show you much. Maybe they show something live action or something like that. But this is not even a teaser trailer. This is a reveal trailer, and it's still called a teaser trailer. I might be wrong, or maybe they changed the name or something, but I'm not even gonna bother checking. So I think this, like, for me, one of the first time I've seen a Call of Duty game where they just flat out show you what the game is going to be. It's not like it was Ghost; it was a teaser, and you were wondering, what is it, And I didn't know what it was. Modern Warfare 3, they had that too. They had a little teaser showing like radio signs, and that actually got people excited. When I watched the teasers for Call of Duty games, I would get pretty excited. But when I actually see the reveal trailer, it's like, meh, not really good. Can't believe I even say that because I hear that on the internet all the time, but whatever. So let's talk about the trailer itself. I believe this is actually the first time where a Call of Duty trailer just didn't impress me at all. Like, this is the very first time. I see all the other trailers, even I didn't like Call of Duty as much even back then. Okay, well, I did like it a lot, but I mean with like Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, I didn't like it that much, but the trailers were still pretty interesting and fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie to you, they were pretty fun to watch, and they did kind of get me excited. It's like, okay, that's cool, this is a brand new idea they're doing, this is a cool new thing. But with Advanced Warfare, nothing really got me hyped or excited at all. It's really bland. I feel like I'm watching an old trailer for Black Ops 2, because it actually does look a lot like Black Ops 2. And that's another thing I want to talk about, the graphics. The graphics look like, every other Call of Duty. And you know what the funny thing is, and this is what they always do in like a lot of video game trailers now, because you know how the cutscenes look so better than the gameplay. And this one said all of this you're watching is Xbox One footage. So, well, I guess it makes sense that it looks bad. I mean, I guess they're being upfront and telling you the truth about it. So, I mean, the graphics, I wouldn't say they're bad, but they just look a lot like the other Call of Duty games. Not really impressive anymore. I was actually, when I saw it said Xbox One, I was expecting something mind-blowing like the next thing, but no, it's not. It looks very similar to the other games. And I wouldn't be surprised if this game was on Xbox 360 and PS3. It might not be, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, or even on the Wii U for that matter. So we got graphics out of the way. In the trailer, they didn't really show much of actual gameplay. It was just a lot of scripted moments, a lot of things you would see in a cutscene. Basically, it's the same thing as every other trailer. Like, I don't even have to go into it, but I was surprised they didn't show actual. Like, they showed gameplay, but just tiny bit. Like, if you got all the gameplay parts in in the trailer, you probably have like 5 seconds, and most of it's the vehicle type of gameplay. I think they were holding the gun, but I don't even remember they aimed down with it or anything like that. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the things I didn't like about the trailer. Now, as for a trailer, there were some things that I kind of like, but they're more of my personal opinion, and for some people they wouldn't even care at all, and you know, that's how it is. But here are some things that I do kind of did like, enjoyed, whatever, from the game, or trailer I should say. One is the big one that stands out. It's the little story they have in there. The guy giving the speech about America trying to bring democracy into other countries, but it always fails. A big example of that's the Vietnam War, and this could actually tie it back with Black Ops, with the Black Ops series, because the first one was during the Vietnam War, so that could actually tie it to that game. But I doubt it. But that would actually have been cool for like a Black Ops 2 thing. Would have been a cool idea how they do that there. What else did he said? Yeah, basically something like that. Like they set up the concept of the game where like America is like really good with democracy, but fails at giving it to other countries and fixing dictatorships in other countries, like destroying them. They just do a bad job at it. But it really doesn't tell me what the game is really about. All I'm seeing is America's not a good army and it's in the future and America gets invaded again, which they did with the other games. Like, it was a cool idea. It was Modern Warfare 2, where it actually felt real, and the Russians invaded America, and it was like and they were at the Capitol and everything. But now it's just stereotypical, and it always seems like they're attacking California, like Los Angeles or San Diego, San Francisco. It always seems like it's always taking place there, or in New York or something. It's really been overdone, outplayed. Could have been something like Red Dawn, where I think they're like in some snowy area in America. I have no idea. It's been a long time since I saw that movie, but probably that movie did a better job at it. Alright, so what else? Okay, so yeah, basically the story's going to be America gets invaded, and it's in the future. Now, the one last thing I have to point out, which is pretty much the only other thing I found that was good. What was that? Oh, wow. Someone was trying to call me. Something like that. Whatever. Okay. The only other cool thing I saw from the trailer was this guy who like turned into like a mech or something. Like, it looks like he went on a mech suit, and he had like a chainsaw gun, or I mean a minigun, whatever, on his arm, and he was just shooting at the corner or whatever. That looked pretty cool. So obviously this is just a campaign trailers. You're not gonna know anything about the multiplayer, but it's just gonna be the same thing. I wasn't surprised. I was even happy, I was just happy that I got a chance to make this video, because I was able to talk about different things with Call of Duty now. And since we're on the topic of Call of Duty, well, I can't even talk today. I just want to say, man, Call of Duty, it's like gotten really out of control, man. It's just really, really bad. I used to play Call of Duty a lot, as you could tell on my channel. I did have a lot of Call of Duty videos. My last one was Modern Warfare 3, where I really got into it. With Black Ops 1, I couldn't get into it that much. So Modern Warfare 3 felt to me that it felt like it was one of the good ones again, but it could still never be as good as the older ones. That's the bottom point, because the community has gotten so bad that like it's not even fun playing the game anymore. It just ruins the whole experience, and everyone's doing their own things. There's infinite clan wars going on. It's really not the same game anymore. And Call of Duty is so bad. If you talk about it, like as in you like the game, even if you say you like the old games, it's like you're embarrassing yourself. It's like you're saying that you hate yourself. Unless you're talking to like a bunch of squeakers, then I guess then they'll say, "Oh, you're so cool," because that's pretty much all little kids play Call of Duty. Now, here's the funny thing. Like, consider this. Back then, when Pokemon was like crazy popular, a lot of parents hated it because it kind of showed animals, Pokemon that are like animals fighting each other, so it was like some animal abuse going on or whatever, or like the TV show being too violent for kids. The whole thing, oh, it's too violent for kids. And now look at where we are. And remember, Pokemon was rated E, and Call of Duty is rated M, and there are so many people playing that game. Well, I should say kids. So I think parents don't even care about that either. Back then it was like, oh man, that kid can't play that game, it's so violent. It was only rated E, so it was for everyone, but it was too violent. But now he's playing Call of Duty like 20 years later, this new kid playing Call of Duty 20 years later, and it's okay, it's fine. He could play that game even though he's not supposed to. So that's really where Call of Duty has gotten to. If I went back to the past, I would even know what I would think. Like, thinking as myself as a 14-year-old, when I really started getting into Call of Duty, I really wouldn't think of the new Call of Duty. I would think, whoa, it's kind of cool. But to be honest, I think I wouldn't be that excited. I don't know. Probably I would, but yeah. Well, that's all I have to say about the Call of Duty trailer and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and every other Call of Duty in general. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching and peace.